so sad. I think about you and I'm like, man, I'm sad now. Maybe
That's why I like your place. I get to talk. I get to talk into a pod, into a mic.
All right, welcome to Blunderbuss Podcast. My name's Art Kai. And what's your name? Who are you?
Hi, I'm first time caller, long time listener.
Nice.
Vic Van Tran. Happy to be here.
When I looked at you, my lower back
Just spazzed
surged
out.
in pain.
Yeah.
I am in so much pain right now.
That's right, ladies. I blew his back out with just a
out.
glance.
Yeah, it really it felt good, but I'm reaping the repercussions right now.
It's because you got a weak ass.
You keep saying that.
Nah, you got a nice tight ass.
I keep it nice and tight. I'm always flexing. Wait, so I have a question about lower back pain.
Sure.
If I so it's clearly from playing soccer because I'm running around.
Oh, okay.
What else would it be from? I've changed nothing in my life besides soccer.
I don't know. Sometimes people get it from being too sedentary. Is that a word?
Sedentary.
Sedentary.
Well, I wonder. Like you say, it's because of a weak butt, weak core.
It can't be like a cure-all. Maybe you have something else.
I wonder. Like
maybe it's from your flat feet.
Honestly, yeah. All the shot goes straight into my lower back.
Maybe, yeah.
But the thing is, like, if it's related to muscles, and if I keep playing, do I eventually get strong enough where it goes away, or do I have to do extra exercises to fix it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's specifically your glutes, so I don't know how much your soccer is like targeting your glutes.
It's
like
running.
strength.
I have to like do squats. Fuck, you're right. Deadlifts, squats.
Yeah.
6'5", blue eyes, trust fund.
Honestly, brother, I don't really know. Yeah.
Come on.
Like,
I want answers.
There could be a whole lot of things wrong with you. It could be a weak back, a weak ass, flat feet.
You know what it is though?
It could be your mentality.
Yeah, it's all in my head. It's like anxiety. It's just in your head. Get over it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, some days it's like worse than other days. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
like
we're also aging. We're also almost at the ripe age of 31.
We're almost. I'm there, baby.
I'm not there for another
September.
Another 22 days.
You counting down?
It's coming up. Well, I guess today's the last day of July.
Yeah.
So my birthday's on the 21st. So
there you go.
Yeah, almost there.
Dude, are you excited? 31.
Going
back
I'm in a better
Texas.
place now than I was last year.
Yeah, we hung out on your
Mentally.
birthday. No,
Did we?
hung out
Around that time. I'm around that time. We did a podcast. We never released it.
Yeah, we
because
did.
our then producer said it was too depressing.
Our then producer.
She's
yeah,
dead
she's around.
now.
She's around for 2 episodes.
We
She might be
deported her.
listening.
She's back in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, deported her out of.
Is that where she's from?
I don't know if she's. Maybe she might be from there.
Oh, but
Probably.
she's Puerto Rican.
She's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to blow up her spot too much. I think she listens. She's a fan. Haven't talked to her in a while, but you know.
Yeah.
Fuck, my back, lower back.
You need to take a little break?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh.
I'm gonna power through. I might throw up because I'm in so much pain, but good.
Nice.
Good
That'll be
content.
good for the pod.
Good
Just
clip.
make sure. Yeah. Just make sure the mic picks it up.
Sometimes I listen to the pod and look for clips. I'm like, there's nothing clippable. This sucks.
I know it is. It's hard to find clips.
Yeah, because this isn't. This is a solid pod, I think. But
Yeah.
we just talk about things.
Yeah, it is kind of a stream of consciousness.
Right. It's hard to find
Consciousness.
clippable
What a
moments.
mistake in itself.
Maybe are we not funny enough? Is that the issue? Could be.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Fuck. We need to riff more.
Riff.
We should
Here
just
you
come
go.
in. I have this joke idea. What do you think?
And then what if I did this and then this happened and then you're like,
Shut the fuck up.
Here's some F words, some R words, some N words. That's a riff. That's a pod riff. That's what we got to do to blow up, though.
Yeah.
Or talk about like sex
All right.
a lot.
I feel like we do that a lot.
Sex,
Talk about jacking
it.
off,
jorking it.
jorking it.
Your brain's having a brain jerk.
Yeah, I found out for the first 30 years of my life,
Stroking.
I have not been breathing correctly. I got a fucked up septum.
Wait, so let's
'Cause I
back
got
up.
a fucked up lip.
Let's back up. You've always known you've had a deviated septum, right?
No.
Really?
I didn't know that I was not breathing correctly. I thought I just had allergies.
Wow.
But
what?
then when I went to go see the
That's
doctor, he
wild.
was like, yeah, you can't breathe out of your left nostril at all. This was like a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so you growing up, your left nostril was always plugged up, and you're just like, oh, it's probably allergies.
Yeah, I never
What?
noticed it. Yeah, because I never breathed correctly. So you don't know
Wow.
what you're missing.
Dude,
You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I grew up with a similar situation where I could not. I had terrible breathing situations where like I literally would do the thing you do. I plug in one nose and I just couldn't breathe in the other out of the other one. You know what I mean?
got surgery?
I got my adenoids taken out.
Oh.
Yeah. So I would go to the doctor a lot for this issue because I would
yeah.
complain to my dad a lot. But I can't breathe, Dad. I'm literally dying. I am breathing through my mouth.
No, my parents are just like
Die.
Like, no, they would just be like, go blow your nose. Why don't you ever blow your nose?
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, no, it's like I can't breathe. I used to do this as a kid. I'd go.
Whoa.
Because like it felt like there was something
Like
up there to breathe.
French
and
bulldog.
Then my mom would like get mad at me.
Get mad at you?
She's like, that's so annoying. Stop. Well, it turns out my the inside of my head's all fucked up.
It's funny because your mom will get annoyed at you, but it's your mom's fault.
It's not my mom's
It's
fault.
half of her fault.
No, she's already
Genetics.
she's already gonna take it personally. There's no
sad.
need to make her feel worse about it.
She's gonna take it. Well, she should take it personally. It was her fault.
Could have also been my dad's fault.
Yeah, it's
you know?
half.
Maybe if his sperm, was fully formed. Yeah. Maybe if his
sperm had a
people
cleft
weren't
lip.
irradiated by Agent Orange.
Oh, sure. America's
Yeah.
fault.
America's fault, as always. Well,
Yeah,
listen to this.
Yeah, there we go.
Listen to this. Right nostril, listen.
Oh, yeah.
Clean as a whistle.
Get me in
Beautiful
there.
cold air. Just got a nice whiff of Art's cat's
Cat
poop.
piss. Yeah. Shit.
Left nostril. Listen to this.
Oh, my God.
Nothing.
Holy shit.
No oxygen at all.
Damn. Yeah, I would not want to be you. That sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You need one of those oxygen tank things that like you stick them up your nose and you just like carry around a metal tank
Yeah, like a catheter for my face.
for your face.
What if I get surgery and I get like a smooth like Barry Manilow voice?
That'd be cool. Oh, your voice will change.
Ooh.
You are getting surgery.
Yeah,
It's scheduled.
I'm gonna get this. Well, not yet, but I'm probably gonna get the surgery as soon as they offer it.
Dude, you're gonna be so sick.
Smooth.
Like you're gonna be so cool.
I want to do a pod right after I get the surgery.
Yeah, before and after. Oh, we should do one right before.
Like while I have the nose gouges in my nose.
Oh, yeah,
and like my eyes are all puffy.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna look like that photo of you in Thailand.
I'll induce an allergic reaction, and you get your surgery, and we'll just be incapacitated.
Yeah.
Both at the hospital.
We're
for
both
different
gonna
reasons.
look like what kindergartners imagine Asian people to look like. Our eyes
a
are
racist caricature.
completely shut. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be,
that'd be
squirting
fun.
out of your eyes. Am I right? That's one of your joke lines.
Squirting, yeah.
But yeah. So you are gonna get it, the surgery.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah,
Dude,
I can't
you're
wait
gonna
to breathe. I've been operating at 50% power my whole life.
That's what I'm
Imagine
saying.
how powerful I become whenever I could breathe correctly.
Did you get like when you were being athletic, like you played tennis, obviously growing up?
Yeah.
Right? Did you ever get like headaches from playing tennis?
No, I was a machine.
What I was gonna say, dude, you're gonna have your nose emptied.
I honestly think I have good cardio and good stamina,
It's gonna be so good.
and I think it's because I'm used to not having oxygen.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So your body's gotten efficient.
Yeah, I
So-
was always like when I was training in Muay Thai, I
Yeah.
could do like 2 hours of training,
Yeah.
like hard, hit, intense training.
Yeah.
And then I just
Wow.
realized like I could go a lot longer than other people.
Dude, you're gonna be Rock Lee taking off his weights.
Yeah.
You're gonna be zooming
Yeah.
around.
I think it's like, you know how people in like high
insane.
elevation
Yeah.
have like high endurance because they're used to low oxygen
Yeah.
levels? I think I'm like that.
Or like you know how like deep divers, like they do like 60 minutes underwater or some shit.
Oh yeah?
They train in low oxygen chambers. They like,
Whoa.
live in it.
Yeah.
So their body becomes so like used to having no oxygen.
I can hold my breath for a long
Crazy.
time.
You really?
Yeah.
How long? Let's do it right now.
Like I bet I can hold my breath for 2 minutes.
Wow. Should we do 2 minutes of silence? I think this pod needs that sometimes.
Would that be good for the pod?
Nah, it'd be bad for the pod. Don't. It's unverifiable.
Maybe that'll be extra content. We'll just record a clip
Yeah.
of that and then we'll post it on the
That's our
pod's
Patreon
Instagram.
content. Just
How long
feats
I
of
could
endurance.
hold my breath?
Yeah. We should do physical feats.
Yeah?
That'd be fun.
Physical feats?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's
physical
a-
flat feats. That's what you have.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, let's see. Who do you think is faster, you or me?
Well, you have long legs.
That's true. But you've been training all your life.
I'm not that fast.
Okay.
But we can try. We can race.
I'm over it.
I've seen you run. You're pretty quick.
You think so?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You got long legs.
I do wonder how fast I am because I feel fast, but also like it's hard to compare.
We can race.
Okay.
Now I want to race.
I feel fast.
Yeah?
I'm getting cocky now, though. Is this fueling you? I think I'm faster than you. I'm egging you on. I think I'm like much faster than you.
Just for the sake of the pod, I don't think you're that fast. You have flat feet.
No, sprinters have flat feet, apparently.
Sprinters don't have flat feet, bro.
The ones in like high school do.
Yeah, they're in fucking high school. The bar is low.
Let me look. I think
JV.
We need a producer because I want to be like, hey, look at this up. I feel like sprinters do get flat, like they have flat feet, and they're able to run faster because they can like push off the ground better.
No way, bro. People with flat feet aren't good at anything. Physically, intellectually, emotionally, they're bad at pretty much everything.
I did like when I was in the soccer chat, I messaged saying I couldn't play because I sort of have a mini fracture in my foot, and you reacted to it. I think you said something about my flat feet.
Probably, yeah. That's why it's fractured. It's because your feet take all the force.
Honestly, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if I roll in any way, it's like it's much more. My tendons are all strained already, so it's just like automatic.
Yeah,
break.
but you're gonna beat me in a race with your Perry the platypus feet.
Well, I know how to sprint. You don't do heel.
How do you do it?
You
slap.
No, you do like a tippy toe kind of thing. That's how you have to be light. That's how you're like light on your feet. That's how like boxers move, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
They're like hopping on their feet. Anyway, I think I beat you in a fight.
Maybe you're longer than I am.
Nah, I have no muscles. I've never
you don't
won
need muscles
to fight.
Nah, I mean, yeah, you need like base athleticism, but honestly, like
I have no strength.
Guys with like long reach are the guys who do really well.
I'm just gonna put out my hand on your head and you try to swing and you
that
can't
works.
get me.
That works.
Do UFC fighters do that? Do professional mixed martial arts fighters do that?
They do like a version of that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so
I
funny.
mean, I don't want to get like it's gonna turn people off if I get into the weeds of it, but yeah.
In college, I lived with a girl who, whenever she got drunk, she would jokingly try to hook up with me. And
no, this sounds like another you fumbled the
No,
bag
I did not want to hook up with her. I did not want to. She was my roommate.
I don't think she was joking.
I think she was half joking.
Okay.
Anyway, she may have not been joking. Vanessa, what's up? We're
still
friends.
We were making out.
Yeah, anyway, what she would do is she would try to like hug me, but she's pretty short, so I just put my hand out on her head, and she tried to like hug me to like make out with me. And
that's adorable.
And I would just laugh, and I had my other roommate. It was three of us, and so
yeah.
and
they were in love with her, and he'd be like,
"Well, here's the thing.
Funny.
They've hooked up a few times.
Whoa,
when we were all living together.
Wow,
I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to hook up with my roommate.
His arms were wide open.
Right, and he's much taller than me. He actually did the opposite. He took his hand, put in the back of her head, pushed her closer.
Yeah, that's the move.
Smooth.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I was
very
tall.
Funny.
Just reach across the room, grab him by the head, and then stroke their face with the back of my hand. There you go.
Okay, you brought it back.
Turn that around.
Romantic.
Yeah.
And then dip her because you guys are slow dancing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then in my other hand, I'd reach over to the other end of the room. Bouquet of roses.
Yeah. No, you're signaling to the mariachi band to come out and then serenade you guys. See, we're riffing here. Drop an F-bomb. Oh, you wouldn't do it. I was ready.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the F-bomb's going to be back. The F word is going to be back soon.
You think it's coming back after the R-bomb?
Yeah, the R word's back.
Yeah.
And it's better than ever. Apparently it's killing in rooms.
I don't think the F-bomb's going to come back. Because we're already, we got gay back.
Thank God.
And I think everybody is cool with just drawing the line
gay.
there.
Yeah. Queer. That was a fun thing for a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, queer.
But
remember that?
Is that being used as an insult?
It used to be. Not now.
Not now, yeah.
Queer's a little too inclusive.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, yeah, I guess everyone's a little queer, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queer. Weird has been being used as an insult.
Weird's a little too.
Like the Democrats have been calling the Republicans weird, and apparently it's like super effective.
What?
Yeah, like
how so?
Some representative from Minnesota, I forgot if it was like the governor or the senator. He like in a rally, he was like, "Yeah, the Republicans are, they're a little weird," and that just like took off.
Whoa!
And like Republican leaders and also their base, like it drives them crazy.
That's so funny.
They can't take it.
Little snowflakes, if you will.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Little red snowflakes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So then now the other like Democrats like Kamala and the other like VP runners, they're
Yeah.
like they've been slipping weird into like
Are you
their
serious?
speeches. Yeah,
This is wild.
yeah,
Weird.
Yeah, and it's like working.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is like infuriating.
What?
Just like that people, these are adults who are running the country who are getting offended by weird.
But that's why it's so effective. It's because it's like you
insane.
can't. There's no defense against that.
Against weird?
Because like any,
No, you say, yeah, I'm weird. And then you go, oh, yeah, I guess he is weird. And that's it.
I think Democrats could do that, but Republicans can't do that.
I am weird.
Yeah, they can't. They can't go with weird. Yeah.
I just want to be Republican so I can prove them wrong. Teach them a little thing
because
or
I
two.
feel like their whole
the
thing,
optics of it.
their whole thing is like we're the only people who make sense in this country.
yeah.
Everybody else has gone crazy.
Right.
So if they admit they're weird, that kind of negates, you know. whole-
They're like, yeah, we're normal.
Yeah.
Conservative American values.
Right. They can't.
Got it.
Call themselves weird.
Got it. Oh shit! So they've sort of weirded them themselves into a corner.
Into a little dirty, freaky
Little
corner.
They should wear a little dunce hat.
Yeah. They can't embrace it. Yeah.
I do miss those days where people get in trouble and then you'd have to get timed out.
Timeouts?
Yeah, timeouts
You
were
miss
chill.
timeouts? Bro, there's a family across the street from my apartment,
Okay.
and
Oh, God.
I eavesdrop on their children.
Oh my God! I'm so excited to hear this.
Yeah, they play in this garage, and I think they're rich because they like built their building.
They have a garage in New York City.
They have a
Of course
garage
they're rich.
in like 2 stories.
Okay, and kids.
Yeah, and their
They're
kids
billionaires.
are horrible.
Really?
Their kids are terrible.
How so?
They scream all day.
I hate that.
Scream all day.
Do the parents scream back?
No.
Wow.
And
They need to.
I always wondered. I was like, do they discipline these children?
yeah.
And so one day I just hear screaming as usual. So I peek out the window, and there's I don't know if it's the mom or if it's the nanny, but either way, this woman is useless. She's a lawn chair of a person.
Sure.
She's sitting there.
Well, the lawn chairs are useful.
Well, she's less than that.
Right.
Yeah. She's sitting there, and then she has like the young daughter on her lap.
Yeah.
And then the older boy, he's probably like 5 or 6 or 7.
Okay.
He's like screaming, and he's just wailing on them, slapping.
Oh
them,
my God.
Trying to get to the baby sister. He's trying to hit her.
Holy
And then in the
shit.
process, he's hitting the
mom.
the nanny slash
yeah,
mom
mom.
slash lawn chair.
Yeah.
Just like fucking whacking her, you know.
Whoa.
And then like
this like hurts me to hear.
the dad
It's, like,
is
sad.
and the dad's there.
Yeah.
And the dad like separates them, and then like
Oh my
he
God.
sits the boy down.
Yeah.
And I guess in an attempt to de-escalate and like, you know, be a diplomat, instead of like chastising the son
Yeah.
and disciplining him, he's trying to soothe him, and like he gives him a hug.
Whoa.
I'm like, bro, hit that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, this is crazy. This is like what
Yeah.
Republicans complain about for liberal parents.
Yeah.
That they've gone too
it did
far.
make me a Republican for a
A
minute.
little bit.
I almost like went
Yeah.
down there and hit the boy myself.
You almost
and
bought
then, like,
chocolates.
while I almost threw a chocolate
Yeah,
from
right.
my room. And
You
then
washed
while
that
that was
down.
going on, the girl fucking kicked the boy in the face.
Kick the boy in the face?
Yeah, and then he got up and tried to hit her again. Yeah, it was
Whoa.
crazy.
This is wild.
And neither of them were disciplined.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they
This
just
is
like let him
wild.
go,
I hate that.
put him in timeout, I guess.
I want to ask, like, what is the... Not that this matters. I'm trying to picture it, though.
Yeah.
Are these white kids?
Yes. But I don't know if
Wow.
they're American white. They might be like Polish or
Or,
something.
like, Cuban or some shit?
Cuban's not white.
A lot of Cubans are white passing.
No,
A lot of-
they're like
a lot of 'em I know.
they're like blonde.
Cubans?
No, these children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Wait, that's so fascinating.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they're bad kids. And given one chance, I would hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not an advocate of hitting your children, but if they're hitting, they need to be hit.
I wonder if, like, something like a timeout would fix those kids.
Nah.
They're so far gone that you're just like, they need to be hit.
I think if you're hitting, that's like the only reason you should hit your kid.
Right. And also, if your kid is hitting you,
yeah.
at least do the hand thing where you put your hand on their head and they try to hit you and you
Or
can't.
or
know
at
what I
least
mean?
like threaten to hit them. Like there needs to be the
A
the
physical
threat of
some sort of physical, like, I am more dominant than you.
Right.
That's so weird.
Mhm.
I've actually seen.
Have you ever hit a
adult-
child?
I've never hit a child. No, I've
It
not hit a
feels
child. Victor Van
good.
Tran.
It feels
What the hell?
good. Yeah.
I played sports against children and it's fun to dunk on them.
Well, imagine that, but like even
You
more
hurt them?
direct.
Why'd you hit a kid?
It was my brother. He was like,
okay.
he was like 3 or 4 at the time. He was hitting my grandma.
Oh, that's bad.
And then so like, this is the only time I have ever hit him. Like I
Fixed him
picked him up
immediately.
by his arm.
Whoa.
And then he was just like hanging like a
Whoa.
pig on that Chinese like rack, you know,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
duck,
Drying
like a
out.
peking duck.
Yeah.
And I slapped his ass.
You slapped his ass.
Hard, brother.
Did you pull his pants down and do it?
Hard. No, I threw his pants. Just, bah, I didn't even make a slap. It just made a thump because it hit pure bone. And there was bone.
The image of you doing that to a child is so
I only
funny.
hit him once, but I made
So
it count for the
funny.
next
Did he cry?
30 years. Hell yeah, he cried. I never hit him again.
And I feel like your family would praise you for like, thank God Vic did that.
Yeah, he was hitting
Standing
my
ovation.
grandma.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
why, as a grandma, I'd be like, thank you.
Yeah.
You slapped him in the butt.
Yeah.
I didn't think people actually did that. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if you hit, you need to be hit.
Right. I feel like the butt's a pretty harmless place to get hit.
Yeah. Not the
Right.
way I hit him.
Did he bruise?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
He didn't bruise Willis. That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, hit a kid.
Yeah, I've never hit a kid. I don't plan on to. Ever planning on hitting any kid in my
What
life.
if it was your kid and he was like hitting? He had a problem with like hitting.
I don't know. That's a good question. I think I'd probably do something like the physical dominance thing of being like, "Hey, stop," and like grab him. You're good. Everyone say hi to my girlfriend Lauren.
We're talking about hitting her future children.
No, I don't think I can never bring myself to hit a kid. I don't think.
Yeah,
I'd probably
well,
like.
That's
I'd probably
fine. They'll just never respect you or fear you.
I don't know. I never hit. I never got hit.
I have to hit my kid at least once
I never got.
because my
This
my
is
brother
crazy.
my brother would see that as like, oh, you'll hit me, but you won't hit your kids.
Yeah, but then your brother, I feel like, be old enough. Well, he's also old enough now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna hit my kid.
I'm not gonna. I don't think I'd hit my
sparingly.
kid. I don't think I'd hit my kid. Well, it depends if they're very violent. Because I feel like this is a rare occasion though. Like, how often are kids like super violent?
I don't know.
It's pretty rare.
Also, I hate people who are like, yeah, I hit my kids, like they're proud of it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's like what you're proud of abusing your kid.
I'd probably like do something
They
physical.
don't love
like,
you.
I'd hold them. I'd be like, hey, stop hitting.
Yeah,
I wouldn't like hit him. You know.
That'll probably work too. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it also depends on their age. Like if
I
they're
don't
if
know.
they're like babies, I think you got to hit them.
Things like this like really.
But if
stress-
they're old enough to like rationalize,
Right.
then maybe that will work. But if
Right.
they're babies, I think you should smash their ass.
babies are pretty dynamic. They're pretty. What's the word?
'Cause how else are you supposed to
sturdy.
teach them?
They're sturdy.
How's this supposed to teach
I don't know.
them?
Discipline. Or just like timeouts. I think timeouts work.
I don't think they understand what timeout is.
I feel like I understood what timeout was.
When
Like,
you're
oh,
like
I can't-
3,
Yeah, well, yeah. Kids at 3 get timed out. Like that's what a little pre-K, a little before pre-K. People in pre-K get timed out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they for sure work.
maybe.
Or like, hey, no more iPad.
Oh, dude, that's a killer.
Yeah.
Kids are like killing their parents now
Yeah, with their
because
iPads.
of the iPads. Yeah.
Yeah. I this is true. I saw a little kid on his iPad on the train, and he sent an email, which I thought was kind of funny.
Send it to CPS.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like some sort. Yeah, help me. Nah,
An
just,
email? What the fuck?
I thought it
How'd
was
you
just-
know?
What?
How'd you know? He was
I was just
emailing
looking.
you.
I was looking at the iPad.
Oh.
It was just an email.
What was his email address?
It was like too far away to look, but he like sent it. Like he hit send. It also was too fast.
Skibidi Toilet at
Yeah,
gmail.com.
Love what you guys are doing. So excited for the Netflix show. Apparently it's being turned into a show.
Skibidi Toilet?
Skibidi Toilet.
The fuck?
I've been getting TikToks about how that's the best work of like modern fiction.
What?
Skibidi Toilet.
Well, how is that? What is the backstory between Skibidi Toilet?
It was a Half-Life, the video game. Have you heard of Half-Life?
Yeah.
It was a mod of that, and some guy just started making like weird videos from that. And Skibidi is like a word that kids used to use, and so he like incorporated that. And it's a whole story about like it's an allegory for like big surveillance and how kids feel like they're being surveilled all the time.
Oh.
Because the bad guys are security cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah. And kids just want to have silly humor like toilet stuff, but they can't because everyone's just watching them.
So it's like code?
It's like, I don't know, allegory, metaphor,
Oh, I
some
see.
bullshit.
Okay.
It's not code, I don't think. It's not subliminal messaging. But
Yeah. Look at you glazing all over
Skibidi Toilet.
Gen Alpha.
Yeah, I just want to understand though.
Glazing. I like
just want to
glazing.
I just want to be a kid. Yeah, glazing.
You think Skibidi Toilet is gonna last like in the zeitgeist?
No, I
don't think so.
I think now that's being turned into a TV show, it's not gonna last.
Oh
like, at
yeah.
all. Yeah, I think it's gonna
I
suck.
think Riz will last.
Riz, okay.
I think glazing will last.
Yeah, cooked. I think cooked's gonna
Cooked.
last. Gassed.
Gassed.
Or
What are some phrases? What are some slang words from our generation that have lasted or phased out?
I think phased out. I think mood has lasted. Like
Mood?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, YOLO. That phased out.
I say
was
that sometimes. That's
YOLO.
Just
But you say it like
joke-
ironic.
Yeah, like ironically.
Yeah.
Swag. That's sort of coming back though. Swag, I feel like is back.
Swag. Yeah. Swaggy.
But for a second, it was gone.
yeah.
But now it's back.
Remember hell yeah fucking right?
Yeah.
That
HYFR.
phased out.
It's all Drake stuff.
He phased out.
Phased.
Yeah.
He what happened to him?
He tried to get into Gen Alpha.
Look, we tried hard not to talk about pedophilia, and here we are. We're back, baby.
I know,
We're
I know.
back.
They're on to us.
They're on to us. We'll stop them. But anyway, what were we talking about? How do we get here? Deviated septum. Oh, hitting the hits. Oh, I was going to ask you, have you fought your sister?
All the time. I used to hold her down, and then
Oh
I
my
used
God.
to bubble spit
Ugh.
on my lips and like threaten
Brother,
to spit
ugh.
on her.
Brother.
And then she'd like
I'd be like, no, Vic, stop.
yeah. You never did that? Oh, you don't have siblings.
Nah, I did to my grandma, though. She had it coming. She fought me.
If you had an older brother, he'd spit on you.
Yeah. My grandma spat on me.
Yeah. My sister tried to assassinate me one time.
Oh, my God. What the hell?
She was young. She came into my room with like a belt, and she was like, "I've had enough."
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and then my grandma had to come and de-escalate. I was like, "Come on, bitch." Yeah, I remember that.
How old are you?
We were young. She was probably like
She was like 21.
She was probably like 7 years old. Yeah.
That's such a funny kid thing to do.
Yeah.
I had enough of my brother. That's honestly like endearing.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I was wondering. I was like, why is my sister so angry? And then I think of all that. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we've pushed her to her limit.
Also an angry household.
Yeah, it's a pretty angry household. Yeah, we all have. I'm actually
That's so
out of
funny.
My family, I actually have the mildest temper. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Does your family like fight, like black out in anger and fight people too?
My dad.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Wow. He taught you. He's like, here's how you black out in anger.
I think I was influenced.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've seen him do it.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah. No. Not
I've
a
seen
lot
him
of-
pull a gun on people.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No. Usually the anger on my family was my mom.
Really?
She was like,
That's very common in Asian families.
it wasn't like, well, it's because my dad's a huge pussy. And my mom is just like, she was just so stressed. Like she was running 4 restaurants.
She had 4 restaurants?
She had 4 restaurants at the height of her restaurateur ism, I guess, or whatever. And had to raise a kid.
Yeah.
And had to was like the breadwinner of the family, obviously. And
Wow.
like her husband was in gambling debt.
Oh, yeah.
And like a lazy dude.
Yeah.
And like had to like still sort of be a mom.
Yeah.
So I get it.
But
she's pretty chill now.
I'll say this. In defense of your dad,
Yeah.
I made pad krap pao the other day.
Ooh.
Not that hard.
Sure.
So I don't know what your mom was so stressed about. It's actually a pretty easy dish.
You're right.
Yeah.
She's in the wrong for being stressed.
Yeah.
She's an idiot.
Yeah, I made pad krap pao and I raised a son. And
You raised the son?
Yeah, it was not that hard. I did that
You actually make
the
pad
other
krap pao?
day. Yeah, huh?
How'd you make? How'd you
Wait,
make it?
am I thinking of the right? That's like the Thai basil dish.
Yeah, with noodles.
Yeah.
The rice noodles.
You what? Wait, no. I did it with just rice.
Oh, pacapao. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With mincemeat.
Yeah.
With a fried egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking the noodle version.
I didn't do the noodles.
Oh, the drunken noodles. Kapow. I can't remember what it's called. Whatever.
Bro, I was cooking my ass off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's really easy. It's really good.
It was really easy to make.
It's so easy and it's so good.
But pro move,
Yeah. Here we go.
I went to the market
Okay.
and instead of buying ground chicken,
Yeah.
I saw that it was too lean. So I bought the value pack. I bought like a pack of drumsticks and thighs.
Chopped it up.
And then I went home. Yeah, I de-skinned,
Yeah.
deboned the thighs, and then I minced the thighs myself.
Like with knives?
Yeah.
Doesn't that take a while though?
No.
Oh, really? I should do that then. Because I also think it's a little too lean. I'm like, I want a little fattier.
Yeah, it got fattier
Oh,
because
shit.
you're like stir frying it,
My God.
and then like
You're a
you,
genius.
you retain all that fat, and it doesn't dry out.
And that sounds so good.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's good shit, bro. And I save money because I bought a bunch of chicken for cheap.
God damn.
And like deboning and deskinning is so easy.
So easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit bothers. That shit annoys me though. It takes for me. I'm like, it still takes time. It's like an extra step, you know.
It's so easy, bro.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, deviated septum. You're gonna fix your life.
I'm deviating all over the place, bro.
You can smell that beautiful basil finally.
I'm so hungry, man. Do you want to
Yeah,
get
I'm really
Bajans after
hungry.
this?
I probably eat at home. Trying to save money.
Yeah, me too.
Bajan's too expensive. All right, what are we
Yeah.
talking about? All right, we're 30 minutes in. Okay, should we get into
you were going to talk about.
speaking of high school?
Okay, actually, this is a good. We were trying to decide. This is classic art. We were trying to decide
Classic man.
what topics, what stories we should do today.
Yeah.
And then Art goes, what should I do? I could talk about, my fraternity had a goat. I was like, nah, it's not too good. That's fine.
Yeah.
He goes, also, one time I tried to high-five somebody, and they didn't high-five me back.
During
I
a
was
show?
like- during a show. I was like, it's pretty
embarrassing?
mild. He
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
one time I drove my car into somebody's house. Yes, of course, tell that story.
Yeah,
Of course, tell that story.
Well, blunder of mine. I have no sense of what's right and wrong.
Steaks.
I am
The
amoral.
people want to hear steaks.
The stakes, dude. Well,
Yeah.
the first one is my career. The first one was my fraternity career, and I can't let my boys thinking I'm lame.
Yeah.
So that was the stakes were there. No, I'm kidding. This car one's definitely the best one. Okay, so I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't sleep a lot. Kind of one of those guys who procrastinated and then like tried to like study
All
late
night.
into the night
Yeah.
and was a little confident in being like, I'm fine. Dude, I don't need sleep. That kind of guy.
Yeah,
right?
you're a genius.
I'm not. I did not do. I probably should have used sleep. I could
Okay.
have used a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
As this story will unfold and you guys will see.
Uh-huh.
It was during finals, and I went, and I usually during finals I went to my mom's restaurant to eat lunch because it was like half days, and I just went over there and she was cooking. I would eat food.
What was your deadbeat dad doing?
Probably gambling his life away.
Probably sleeping himself.
Yeah, probably sleeping. Probably cheating on my mom. Was one of his hobbies.
The ultimate gamble.
Right. Love.
Gamble of life. Yeah.
No, he was like working, day job. What's up, cat? What are you yelling? Anyway, then I drove home. It was during finals. So I was getting even less sleep than I ever was
Wow.
before.
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep at the wheel. I was literally a minute away. I was on my block. I was almost home.
That's where
Right.
most accidents happen. Within
I
a
know, isn't that weird?
5-mile radius of your house. Or 5-minute radius? I don't know.
I think it was like a 5-block radius. or something like that.
anyways.
But anyway, I was like literally a block away.
But you were 2 seconds in somebody else's house.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I literally fell asleep at the wheel, and I woke up. So have you ever fallen asleep at the wheel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a good story about it too.
Great.
Yeah.
So so basically I fell asleep at the wheel. I woke up immediately. So that's usually what happens. You get like an adrenaline rush. And you're like,
Oh yeah, what a
fuck.
great feeling.
Right. So I'm driving right into their lawn.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm about to hit their mailbox.
Whoa.
Right. And so I could have braked and it would have been fine. But instead of hitting the brakes, my brain couldn't react fast enough, so I hit the gas.
Whoa!
So I ran straight into
Hell
the
yeah,
side of
brother.
their house.
Damn.
And I hit the car on the inside.
All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no
baby.
brakes. My car was like it hit like the corner of their house, like into the garage, basically. So
Uh-huh.
like it was like sort of dented, like inwards in the middle.
Yeah.
No airbag, which is kind of dangerous. I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should have gotten these checked or something. Anyway,
Wow.
I get in there, and it's like silent. I get out. I like the car's just everything's just silent. I'm
Uh-huh.
just staring. I'm just looking around, being like,
Yeah.
what the fuck do I do, right? And so the person of the house comes, like, opens the door,
Yeah.
and was like, "Oh my god!" That's literally the first thing she said. "Oh my god!"
And what'd you say? You say something clever?
I was like,
Oh, Lucy, I'm home.
"Mom, is that you?" I'm ready for my midday snack. No, I pretended I was dead. I was like,
Damn.
so she felt bad for me. No, I literally was just like,
You're in a hot dog costume. You're like,
yeah,
now
yeah.
who did this?
Who did this? Yeah. That's a classic reference.
Yeah.
No, that show was not out when I was alive then.
Yeah.
But I basically was just like, I opened the door. I had to push the door out because it was like dented. It was all fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
It like creaked out, and I was like, I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. And she was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And she's like, oh, I'm glad you're fine. Just come inside. And she invited me inside, and I sat on her couch, and she was like, you're okay? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I'm glad you're okay. You should call your parents. And I called my parents.
Yeah.
And they came through. And then we just figured.
What did your parents say? What did your mom say?
Not much. My mom didn't say too much. She was at work. I think she.
I'm at work. Call me tomorrow.
Call me later. Yeah. That's when she was really stressed and hated me. No, my dad left work early and he drove back, and I basically just sat there and waited for him and kind of talked to him. I don't remember what I talked about, but I was just I think I was pretty silent. I was just like, what the fuck? And I was on my phone.
Oh shit!
I was on Instagram. I was sending Snapchats. No, I'm kidding. Just got in an accident.
Whoa, bro. Yeah. So how did that get resolved? How did the insurance take care of that?
So I think my premium went up a lot, but I wasn't paying for I was a high school student.
Yeah.
So my parents, what happened was, my dad, they wanted to get a tow truck out and tow it out. My dad's like,
they tow the house.
My dad's like, I fucking got this. So he reversed it himself. He got in the car, turned it on, reversed it himself.
Okay, that's not that impressive.
Crazy.
He reversed the car?
Well, no, it's dangerous because the car was totaled. It could have exploded. It was a dangerous move for sure.
Cars don't explode.
Okay, you're right. My bad. He should. Yeah, easy. So he did that. And then he this is kind of funny, kind of sad for my dad. But he was like, "You're gonna help me rebuild their mailbox," and I was like, Dad, I got flannels. I'm not gonna help you do that. I literally have college applications. So
you were gonna say the engine. Or
no. We sold the car off.
Oh yeah.
So we sold the car off. I mean, someone bought it, and then
wow.
I honestly didn't get too many punishments because I think they understood the situation.
Wow. Yeah. I guess it's totally an accident. Yeah.
Yeah, totally an accident. My dad was disappointed. He's like, I told you you need to sleep and you aren't sleeping, and I'm like, yeah, because
they weren't mad at you at all.
They weren't they were disappointed. They were upset that it was dangerous. It was I've scared them.
Yeah,
and it was also one of those things yeah, my dad's been telling me to sleep a lot more.
Wow.
And I'm like, but Dad, you're the one who fucking wants me to get into Harvard, dude. How can I fucking sleep, brother?
That's so funny. That's so funny. You crash into your neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And your punishment was go to your room. Go to your room and sleep right now,
hang
mister.
Out. Right. So yeah, I didn't really get any punishments.
Wow.
Because I was it was during finals. I was trying to apply to colleges. It was literally a time where I didn't have much to do anyway besides study.
Yeah. Damn.
And yeah, you know what's funny though? Literally last year, I walked by that house and they're having a garage sale. And I was like, oh, I'm going to check this out. So I went to the garage
sale.
Crash
your car into the garage
sale. Bet this shit's all fucking sucks. Anyway, I walk over there and with Terry, actually, our friend Terry. And because we were there doing comedy, right? And just walking around the neighborhood, chatting, chilling. Yeah. And we walk in and he doesn't know this. And then I go to the mom. And I was like,
I'm back to finish what I started.
Yeah. And she said, I knew you'd come back. Took out a gun and shot me. No, I go up to her and I'm like, do you remember me? She goes, oh yeah. I remember exactly what happened that day. I remember you. I remember that was actually about a few years ago, anniversary. It was a week ago. And she pulled up pictures on her Facebook and she was like, do you remember? I posted pictures of it. And I was like,
what? She posted a picture on Facebook?
Yeah, she's like,
it's a picture of you.
Yeah. I'm like, what's up? It's my Snapchat. Just chilling. But yeah, she remembered me and we had a chat about it. And I was like, that's so funny and she's like, yeah, I'm actually moving. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Thank God.
Where's she moving?
Yeah, let me know your address.
Yeah, crash it again.
Yeah, for old time's sake.
When you were telling that story, I imagined it like the theme song of The Simpsons. Where you're driving into her garage, and then he's like, yeah.
Beep beep. Yeah. I was Homer Simpson it up.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. So that was my car into a house. Also, it sucked because I didn't tell anybody. I told one person because I sort of had a reputation of being a bad driver, which I hated.
Because of the stereotype.
Which made it worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was I got in my head, I was anxious about it, and I was like, I can't tell anyone about this or else. Because I told my best friend about it, and he was I was like, I don't want to be seen as a bad driver. He's like, you are a bad driver. I'm like, no, I wasn't a bad driver. I was sleep deprived. Is that an argument to be made?
I've used the same argument because I did the same thing.
Yeah. Because no, I can drive well.
Yeah.
I was just not taking care of my body.
It's not an ability thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a skill issue.
Yeah.
Right. But he like obviously was like, no, you're a bad driver because you're not supposed to. Well, his argument was you're not supposed to be sleepy while you're driving, and I'm like, that's a good point. That makes you a bad driver. If you're drunk driving, you're a bad driver.
I guess so. I'm trying to think of an analogy.
Yeah.
Can't think of anything. Skill issue.
I'm too stupid to talk about this.
Yeah.
So that's my. What's your falling asleep at a wheel story?
Yeah, I used to drive my dad home from work because we used to work together when I was in college.
Yeah.
And then in Houston, I don't know if other cities have this, but we had like an HOV lane.
Okay.
High occupancy vehicle lane.
For like carpooling.
Yeah, for carpooling. Yeah. Carpool lane.
Right.
And so he fell asleep, and then I was fine, and then I woke up, and then
oh shit.
yeah, no, I crashed into the railing
Whoa.
of the HOV lane, and it's only like one lane going one direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I crashed into that, and it blew out my like 2 side tires.
Whoa.
And
wait, so you can fall asleep with someone else in the car?
Huh?
You can fall asleep with someone else in the car?
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow, I can't.
He fell asleep, and then I guess
he fell
I
asleep.
also,
You also
fell
fell
asleep.
asleep.
We
Got it,
both
'cause you
were
weren't
asleep.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can talk to someone, it like keeps me awake.
That would be funny if he was
Yeah.
just talking to me and I just.
I actually made a mental note to do that at the start of this pod. I go, hey Vic, how's it? Well, I forgot to do that.
Yeah. And so yeah, I blew out both my tires.
Shit.
And then I had to get. I think I had to get towed off the HOV lane, causing a traffic jam.
Was your dad pissed?
I think he was more like spooked than anything.
Oh, because you guys you didn't have enough cars, so he couldn't drive home, right? You were picking him up.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
drove
yeah.
together.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Oh, because you worked with
so
him.
he was like
Sorry,
in the
my bad,
passenger
my bad.
seat.
Right,
Yeah,
right, I got you.
So he was like shook.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wait, you got in trouble?
Huh?
You got in trouble?
Actually no. I don't think I got in trouble. It's just like, it was like an accident.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like I didn't intentionally try to ruin this person's life.
Yeah,
kind of
but I could have killed us both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars are bad. That's a blunder in America's history. Cars are bad.
Yeah, my perspective on U.S. infrastructure and trains has flipped recently.
You're pro car?
No, I'm not pro car. It's just like I hate how people like praise Europe's trains.
Sure.
It's like, oh, they've got like public transportation
Okay.
and they have like nicer trains than we have.
Uh-huh.
Their trains are nicer than the subways. It's like, yeah, they don't have to pay for a fucking military. They borrow our military.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, you work for the military.
Okay, well, let's not blow that up. I work for the what? No, I work for Post Malone and NASCAR.
Yeah.
Sometimes AT&T, maybe a cop or two.
Yeah, it's amazing how much infrastructure you can invest in whenever you don't have to build an
Build it
army and a
Yeah.
navy. You know. It's
Well,
like-
that's sort of again our fault because we do have such a robust military economic system.
yeah,
Like it's hard not to buy from us because we built the best shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We sort of monopolized.
And we got
warfare.
the best walkie-talkies.
No, no. I'm a comedian
Am I about to get
podcaster. I don't know what you're
assassinated?
talking about.
Am I about to get Trump assassinated?
Look, here's the thing. Post Malone's one of our best customers, and he's really nice. And apparently, my coworker really likes him, and they hang out. And I think I appreciate him keeping me in business.
Oh, nice. Have you been in any other car accidents?
We're changing the subject right away.
Yeah.
Have I been to? I've
Deviating
been
like my
into-
septum.
I've been in some fender benders. Nothing too serious though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be kind of a reckless driver when I was younger, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a pretty good driver now, I think.
I've always been pretty cautious.
Really?
Yeah, I've always been a very
That's
cautious.
the thing. I was a little too cautious, and I think I'd made a lot of mistakes.
too cautious.
Yeah, I was a little too indecisive.
Like, oh.
Like when I'm changing lanes, I'm like, fuck, can I go? Can I go? I'm like, I want to make sure it's perfect, and I'm like losing lane in front of me. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
A little too cautious. Like that's the issue.
I can be like that too. Peter Wong, one time we drove to Austin together, and I was getting on his nerves because I was in the
Ooh.
passenger seat.
No.
And anytime he would turn on his blinker,
Yeah.
I would also check his blind spot just out of
Oh
habit.
yes.
I didn't even notice that I do it.
And did you passenger? You what's the word? You passenger drove?
I guess like backseat driver.
Backseat driving. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't like saying anything. I wasn't like
just turned
giving
your
him.
head?
Yeah, I just like turned my head.
dude, I just had a conversation this
and then
weekend.
he was like, "Why do you not trust me as a driver?"
wow.
I was like, "Bro, I didn't even realize I was doing that."
yeah.
Yeah.
This was okay. So this actually happened in Chicago. I was driving with my friend.
Yeah.
Who listens to the pod. What's up, Nick? Shout out, Nick.
Hey.
Let me crash with him. Good guy. Good guy. But we had a long conversation about backseat driving, and it sort of spurred. Well, he brought it up like early in the trip. He was like, "You done it twice." He like pointed it out, and I clocked it. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna stop giving him advice," because like I feel like I just like you naturally will say stuff at sometimes.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything, but like sometimes you just do things.
Yeah.
Right. So this is okay.
There's a difference between
right.
Yeah.
So this is what I did instinctually.
Let's not glaze right over that. I'm gonna start using glaze
Sorry,
wrongly.
I'm a little cooked right now. All right, I'm a little gassed. I've had a long day. My back hurts. All right,
Yeah.
Can't think straight.
Hey, don't fall asleep on the pod. We're almost home.
Crash into my own apartment. Okay. But basically, he was pulling out into a two-way turn, right? Two-way street, and he had to turn left. But there's a car parked on the left side, and it's hard to see if a car is coming because of that car that's parked, right?
Oh,
You get
right.
it,
Okay.
right?
He's in the way.
So he's like inching out, and he's looking both ways, right? And he verbally says, "This is tricky. This is hard."
He verbally said the only way you
verbally
could
says
say
this.
something. He said it verbally.
Well, no, okay, that's important for the story.
Okay,
it's
okay,
important for the story, right? And so I instinctually just turn to my right, and I go, "You're good on this side." That's all I said. I said, "You're good on this side."
Oh, what?
And he goes, whoa, I got this. You don't need a backseat drive.
What the hell?
You don't need a backseat drive.
Yeah.
He's like, well, if you want a backseat drive, if people want to give advice driving, you should have a conversation before doing so. Like, you should have been like, hey, do you mind if I check the right for you? And I'm like, dude, we're pulling out. I'm just looking. I instinctually just said, you're good on the right.
This guy listens to our pod?
Are you mad at him now?
Yeah, that's so annoying.
So in his defense,
it's
less about that moment. It was more about like, if you keep doing that, like keep giving a little piece of advice, it could potentially get distracting. It actually could be more dangerous. Because sometimes when you're driving, you're in the zone, right? And you don't want to be distracted by random advice.
Okay.
Right?
That's a fair point.
It's a fair point.
Yeah.
But I don't actually mind backseat driving.
It's interrupting your process.
Right, his flow.
Yeah.
Right. But I just because what's important was he goes, oh man, this is tricky. This is tough. Which made me just go, oh, I'm going to look on the right and go, oh, you're good on this side.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I actually kind of like a little bit of backseat driving because moments like that, I'm like, I really appreciate. I'm like, oh, I can just focus on the left. You know what I mean?
No, when people give me tips on driving, I take it as a personal attack on not only my skill, but also my ethnicity.
I used to be like you. And I've changed. I've grown. I'm a lot better now.
You and me,
stronger
Nick, we're the
man.
same. Don't ever stop listening to our pod.
But yeah, do you think that would annoy you if I did that if you were driving?
Nah, it wouldn't annoy me.
That's a small thing, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
what if
yeah.
you were looking down your phone and the light turned green, and I've been like, "Hey, light's green." Would that annoy you?
No,
Okay.
I would know that.
That's
I'm
another
in the
thing
wrong.
he pointed out to me. He is. So he's the type of guy where he thinks basically, for the most part, generally speaking,
Yeah.
no backseat driving. Me, I'm a little more lenient. I'm like, yo, it doesn't bother me.
So you're telling me this dude's like texting and driving, and he's like, and you're like, hey, can you please not do that? And you're like, no, excuse me, no backseat driving.
Right.
Wow.
Because he's confident in his driving, which is fair. Like he has a process, he's a flow, right? And his advice, this is where I think I got him. Nick,
Yeah.
let me know what you think, buddy. Because we're close enough, so we can talk about this stuff.
Okay.
Let me know what you think. His
I don't know
thinking-
you at all. You're insane.
He didn't listen to the pod. And he goes, Vic is very funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's
Oh,
like,
that's
he carries
nice.
the pod. I'm like, well,
Oh,
that's fair.
I don't know about that.
No, he didn't say that. But
And then we're back to fuck you, Nick. Back to square one.
Anyway, so he thinks that if you're a passenger and someone's like, basically the analogy was if you're in a person's home, they cook you a meal, you're not gonna be like, your food sucks, right? That's his, and basically like you can learn a thing or two if you watch them cook. You like maybe you will pick up a technique. Like they're in their own process, they're in their own world. That's one of his like things, his justifications, I guess, or something.
Sure, okay, but what
Yeah.
if your friend's cooking for you,
Right.
and they're staring at their phone, and then the food
It's burning.
it starts burning. There's a fire in the kitchen.
Right. So that's what he says. Like contextually, there are some exceptions to the rule. That would be an
Okay.
exception to the rule.
Okay.
Right. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, so if you think that they can maybe learn something from your driving skills, like you can also learn something from their advice. It's a two-way
Yeah.
street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where I think I got him a little bit. Also, like again, I feel like I just have a high tolerance for backseat driving because I sometimes appreciate it. Like I feel like I've become a better driver from people who are backseat driving. But there is a limit. Like it can get like too much.
I like whenever my passenger tells me that a lane is open, because then I don't have to check. And then if I just steer into the next lane and we do get hit by an 18-wheeler,
right,
that's my passenger's fault.
Right. But also they have a better vantage point. They can look way better. So I'm like, oh, great. And I don't have to look that. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure.
So
I just don't want to be liable or blamed.
Liable.
Yeah.
I don't want to be mad at me in my driving.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think you're a good driver?
I do think I'm a very good driver.
I'm a great driver,
I've had compliments on my driving. I have backseat compliments.
I used to get insults. People, not insults, but criticisms. But now I haven't gotten one in a while. And people were like, oh, you're actually a pretty solid driver. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
People
you.
enjoy my driving because I'm pretty safe.
Right.
I'm a pussy on the road. Yeah.
But I hear you're always
I don't even speed.
You're always begging for roadhead, though. That's what your dad tells me.
My dad did not give me head. I
forgot people aren't privy to that story necessarily.
I scraped up a car in college, and then in order to escape getting in trouble, I told my dad I was getting roadhead. And he was like, nice.
So funny.
Nice, brother. Nice.
I don't. The thought of like knowing that my dad knows that I do sex stuff is disgusting. I would never let him know.
Why?
It's embarrassing. He's like,
You're
thinks
embarrassed?
I'm a pure man.
Huh?
I'm embarrassed.
You're embarrassed?
With my dad?
I'd be embarrassed if my dad thought I wasn't having sex.
I'm glad my dad thinks
I had
I'm
to lie
potentially
about
a virgin.
I had to lie to my dad about having sex before.
Wow.
He met one of my friends, and then he was like, hey, she's cute. Have you ever hooked up?
Wow.
And I was like, no, we're just friends. And he kept pestering me about it. He was like, come on, you never. And so in order to get him off my back, I was like, fine, yes, we had sex. I lied. We never did. I tried, but we never did.
Trying to rizz up your dad. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So maybe one day he will ask for roadhead. Wait. Wait, so this is crazy. I think this is a very I feel like for East Asians, we don't talk about
Southeast Asians.
My mom, she's a wild one.
Oh yeah?
No, she's never asked me about sex. No.
Well, it's your mommy, that's why. My mom's never asked me about sex.
But like I've heard people who talk to their parents about like their moms about sex, which I think is kind of crazy.
I couldn't talk to my mom about sex. But I think like
you'd rather hit
actually
her.
no, I don't like talking about sex with my parents at all.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird.
Yeah, it is.
People are like open about it.
But we have talked about it. Like my dad. It's mostly one way. It's mostly my dad telling me. Yeah.
You and your dad are the same person.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm excited to meet him one day.
Neither of us would want to hear that. I wonder if he would like to do the pod.
Your dad?
Probably not. He's got a fear of public speaking.
Well, it's not the public.
I mean, it's just like speaking in
we
general.
could just give him like a lav mic where it's like very unnoticeable.
He doesn't know that he's talking?
Yeah.
He'd be pretty funny. He's pretty funny.
He seems like a funny guy.
Yeah.
You should tell him to bring his gun, pointed at me.
He would.
Yeah? Have you seen all those pictures of the Olympics of people pointing guns, doing the air gun thing? They look sick.
Oh, like the Korean
girl?
girls?
Yeah. They look so cool.
That event's cool because like they have one hand in the pocket.
Yeah.
That
to
is
like
cool.
stabilize them. Or like even the rifle, they're like leaned back in a cool way.
That is cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, your dad should do that. You should go to the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Or not, whatever. Is he an athletic guy?
Huh?
Was he an athletic guy? Oh, he played soccer, right?
Like as a kid in Vietnam, but not like
Doesn't count.
Yeah, I don't know. He seemed strong. I don't know. I don't think he was athletic.
My dad
sometimes he said some of the things that he says is absurd. Like I don't think he's telling the truth. He told me he could do 30 pull-ups.
My dad said that too.
Well, hold on. He said he could do 30 pull-ups off of the door frame.
No way.
With just his fingers.
No way.
Well, he's adamant that he could.
I think dads lie about this shit all the time.
Yeah.
So my dad also lied about. He's like, yeah, I can probably do like 50 pull-ups.
Well, I'm gonna be lying.
No
I'm gonna be
way.
lying to my kid. I'm like, yeah, I used to get roadhead all the time. 30
Cool.
roadheads
And
in
then
a
you-
single drive.
And you beat the shit out of them
Yeah.
for being like, well, that's cool. Pow! Never show admiration. It's a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
You spank them.
Mhm.
But you do it in front of your brother. You got to make sure he's there.
Yeah.
Damn.
See,
It's all
everybody
for
gets treated
purple.
equally.
Reminds me of that Louis C.K. TV show episode where he do you know what episode I'm talking about? Where he gets bullied by that kid, so then he follows him all the way back home, and he sees him at his home. And
Yeah.
his dad's beating him.
Damn, that was a good show. What happened to that guy?
Unfortunately, I don't know. He fell off a bit. I think he's just busy.
Yeah, that was a
He's
good show.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great up. I watched that documentary about him, Louis C.K. Sorry, not sorry.
Was it good?
It's pretty good.
I'll watch it. I love anything Louis.
I think I'm more convinced that he's a creep now.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's very skewed.
Yeah, well, you heard like rumors of like, oh, maybe he like did ask for consent, but then when you hear from the actual women themselves, like, I didn't get consent at all. Here's what happened, and like literally so vividly they can describe the story. I'm like, this feels real, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't.
You're not convinced.
No, believe women. No, I believe them. I don't want to get
Okay.
into all that though.
Right. This is not the pod for. This is not a comedy-centric pod unless it's about us.
Yeah, yeah.
We're about cool. Yeah, we're the cool guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something that will affect my career less, like Israel, Palestine.
well,
Soon to be Iran, Israel.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
I mean, I don't. Do we really want to?
Dive in the.
Is that a blunder? Did Israel overreach?
I think Israel's blundering a little bit here and there. Yeah, I would say so. They got a little too much firepower.
They're going a
using
little crazy. They're going a little crazy over there.
Yeah, part of me feels like they kind of enjoy it in a weird way.
Yeah.
Not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying I feel like they're sort of once you have a good military, you kind of go a little power hungry. You know what I mean?
Once again, the American military.
Look, I'm sorry, we just have made the best product.
We can't have bullet trains because we keep sending Israel actual bullets.
Pretty sad. It's a pretty sad
Pretty
situation.
good, huh? Pretty good line.
Did I? Okay, this is one blunder that I think was kind of funny.
Hit me.
Real quick. So on my birthday, I have the same birthday as Amy Schumer, right?
Yeah.
Famous Zionist.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I posted a picture and tagged her being like, "Happy birthday to us" or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of innocent, right? She reposted me, which I thought was really funny.
That's
so
cute.
I reposted her being like my favorite comic or something like that. Like
Yeah.
clearly joking. She's not my favorite comic.
Uh-huh.
I had people come into my DMs being like, "You fucking Zionist pig.
Really?
You Zionist pig." Yeah.
Wow, that aggressive,
Yeah.
huh?
And they I had a follower unfollow me after and being like, "I didn't know you supported Israel." I'm like, dude, I don't fucking support Israel.
I
This is a
support
comedian.
Amy Schumer.
This is a comedian. Yeah, she's one of my favorite comics. I think her joke writing is so good. But yeah, it was like, dude, does anyone like Amy Schumer? Also, like, is reposting a comedian? Like, is
yeah,
that
an
support?
endorsement of genocide?
Yeah, is that like, I guess it could be. I don't know. Maybe you like reposted like a fucking politician. Like a military general.
Yeah. That's
I
crazy.
know, it was just like insane.
Zionist pig.
Also, it's just like, I'm clearly joking.
yeah.
When have I ever talked about Amy Schumer in my life, you know?
That's good that they unfollowed you.
Nah, I need those followers.
Get 'em
I
out
need
of your
every
life.
single follower I can get.
You know what's funny is
No, he unfollowed me and his girlfriend unfollowed. So I lost two unfollow.
when we were booked for that show in Maine that got canceled.
Yeah.
They're like, "Is there anybody you want to bring with you?" I was like, "Yeah, let me ask my opener." And then I sent them your Instagram. You have like twice as many followers than I do. It's like, fuck, we should have just booked this guy.
People don't get that. People don't understand that.
That's funny.
Do you think people look at that? I bet they. I mean, they're
What?
like comics, though. They probably don't care, right? The people
No,
who
I
book
don't
that?
think they would care. But it was
Yeah.
just a funny thought that I had. It's just like,
Right.
damn.
Nah. That's all stupid.
I gotta
If you
get
don't-
those numbers up.
If you don't think social media is like fucking stupid, you're an idiot. It's like the stupidest. It doesn't mean anything, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
They're all bots anyway. I pay for bots.
How do I get these bots?
Pay money. I actually didn't pay for my bots. My followers are real.
Skibbity
Check 'em.
bots.
Check 'em.
Skibbity bots. Where are we?
We gotta wrap up.
58 minutes. Wrap it up.
Any last thoughts? Oh, how would you handle your blunders differently, Vic Tran?
The one about getting away with scraping a car by lying about getting my dick sucked. I actually think I handled that perfectly. I don't think I can handle that in any better of a
We
way.
should have been like, yeah, it was actually a threesome.
Yeah. No, man, how would
That was good.
the only way that could have been improved is if I upped the ante of the sex act that was being performed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Like, sorry, Dad, I scratched up a car while I was giving her head.
Oh, we were 69 in.
69 in, yeah.
You're giving me head, and I'm giving you head. Who's got the wheel?
Uh-huh.
That's what your dad should have said.
Uh-huh.
He's a funny guy. I thought he was a funny guy. Was that the only blunder? I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Oh, and my nose is fucked up.
But you're getting that fixed.
Yeah.
The blunder is.
I guess if I
wish-
could do that better, I wouldn't have been born with a cleft lip.
Yeah.
If I could redo that,
Have
my
new
bad.
parents. Maybe your parents believed you and went to the ENT like my parents.
You know why I got a cleft lip? Because my parents hit me.
Oh,
Like good parents.
It's an induced cleft lip. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my parents hit me. Now I got a cleft lip.
Nice. How would I handle my car accident situation? I probably should have been put on ADD meds. I think I have a little bit of ADD. And that would have probably helped me study better, more efficiently, and I think I would have gotten more sleep.
Yeah, Adderall, famous for helping you sleep.
Well, it would have kept me awake, and I would not hit that freaking house. I'll tell you that much. My reaction would have been way faster.
That's fair. I've
been locked in.
Locked in, baby.
No, I probably should have
glazed in.
Probably shouldn't have cared too much about school. That probably would have helped, and I would have slept better.
I suppose.
Pros and cons, hard to say. I think honestly, the core of it, I probably should have just slept better.
Okay.
There you go. Is that the answer you
wanted?
wanted?
We'll give a shout out to Nick. How would you have handled your friend? How would you have handled your friend better?
Should I tell him that he's been mentioned on this pod? I'm glad we got in that conversation.
Well,
I thought it was a pretty.
I thought he
combo.
listens to the pod.
Well, he listens not every episode. He's one of those guys like I'll put it on sometimes.
Yeah, my buddy's like that too.
That's okay. They don't have to. You guys don't have to listen. Hey, we're growing steadily, but very, very much are.
Oh
growing. Yeah, slowly.
Wow.
It's yeah. I gotta make stickers. I think merch helps. Anyway, who fucking cares? We should wrap this up.
Well, that's the pod. We'll be back next week. I'll tell you about auditioning for New York Comedy Club.
Oh, it's gonna be a good one next week. It's gonna be a hot one.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, my cousins are coming. Maybe we could have him on my pod. The one I used to podcast with.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Isn't he like problematic? Says like the F word and stuff.
No, that was me. But I'm a changed man.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Welcome to New York, baby. All right, sign us off.
Peace.